My next guest had me cracking up in a way no one else can. Comedian and entrepreneur, the Kiana Dancie. You went to jail?
Yeah, I beat somebody up. Girl, you asked.
She explains how she made humor out of hardship.
And I was like, you want to laugh at my misery?
Right,
And
laugh
she
at my
said,
pain, right?
I do.
Yeah.
It's very
And everybody
entertaining.
else will too.
And they did.
And failed up to develop her keen business acumen.
Let's be clear, I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't think any of
None
us
of
really
us
do.
do.
So you keep trying until you
Right.
step up, step up, step up.
Plus, she dropped some relationship gems you do not want to miss. What's the one quality that you feel like you just haven't been able to find?
Oh, Lord.
All right. So first of all, I can't even. I gotta, because what you said before we actually.
Well, that part, right?
Yeah, that part. We're gonna talk about that though, because I
my.
actually want not that, but just the whole. Because I know you have a whole bit or several bits
Yes,
to do on
yes.
relationships and all that stuff. But I'm glad that you're back here.
We can get
because-
into it all.
Oh, we can't. As much as we can do in 29 minutes and 29 minutes and 38 seconds.
Yes,
yeah, we're
ma'am.
gonna hit it. But what's funny is that I was just happy to have you back because when I realized that I had kind of interviewed you
Yes.
on the radio, not even, or just maybe 4 or 6 weeks ago. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I know this girl, but I didn't get a chance to like really, really dive into you.
Because it was a speedy
It was like
interview.
speed interview. Yeah, it was speed, and it
Yes.
wasn't mine, by the way.
But that's all right, you did great.
Well, thank you, and you did too.
Thank you.
Because I remembered you. Yeah, and when you showed up with this pink book, I knew exactly.
Yes,
I'm like, I know
ma'am.
that lady. I know that lady. So you're from Atlanta.
No, originally I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
You're from because everything said everything
But
that you.
let me
yes.
explain that.
Okay,
I'm from
all right.
Cleveland, Ohio. I came here when I was 7. So I'm a peach. I say all the time I am a peach. I used to live in Texas, so I always say I have a Texas heart. So I'm a Georgia peach with a Texas heart. But I was born in Cleveland, Ohio. I only go home when people get married or buried. You either in a dress or a box. You hear me? You get married or you die. Make your decision. When I come
Because that's
home,
when I'll be
that's
there.
when I'm gonna see you, when you're married or buried. But you know, I love Cleveland, Ohio, but Atlanta will always be home.
Right?
That's what,
Showing up every day, whether you're showing up at work
Yeah.
or showing up at the comedy showcase. I
Yeah.
think, right? Is that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just be clear, you know, like I said, we don't always know what we're doing, but you
Right.
got to be willing to try. So that was the other thing, me being relentless. I just step out. Like
Right.
if I fail, I fail, but I'm going to learn something from that mistake or
Right.
that, I won't even say that mistake, I'll say that fell up. Because every lesson, every situation is to teach me something, right? So, you know, in reference to comedy, like I had no idea when I first started how to write a joke. I didn't even know how to charge people when people asked me, how much do you charge for this amount of time? I had no idea. So what did I do? I began writing a column called Comedy Cocktails, and it was published in 4 magazines, one called Houston Style, one of the largest magazines in Houston. And I would sit with celebrity comedians. I sat with Monique, I sat with Dave Chappelle. I've sat,
You got to meet with Dave Chappelle?
Absolutely. In the belly of Houston Improv, we sat and talked, and if he was like, is this off the record? I'm like, this is off the record. We talked for hours about so many things, about why he was walking away from the Dave Chappelle show, what is making him make those types of decisions, how did he get to where he was? And I interviewed so many other comedians like Cat Williams, Cedric the Entertainer, asking them how much do I charge for 10 minutes?
Right.
And how do you write a joke? And what gave you your inspiration? And so those are the things that I was able to put in my little bag of, you know, of like not only tricks, but I can kind of refer to, I remember when Dave said this, I remember when,
Right.
Cat Williams said this. And so, you know, the one thing that I learned from Cat Williams is, and even some more, shout out to her, was own your tour. Own your tour. So when you see some more out on her,
That's hers.
That's
She's-
hers.
okay.
When you see Cat Williams out, that's hers.
But it's the same
He is.
thing.
I'm
It's
attractive,
like,
guys, and I'm attractive too. And so, you know, you're gonna feel some kind of way because there's gonna be a lot. And then I'm not a broke woman, so
Right.
you're gonna have what can you bring to the? You know, a lot of times guys are like, what do you bring to the table? Don't ever ask me that question because I am the table. And first of all, if you're dating me, you should never be asking me.
That part. Do it again and pounce on the table.
I am the table.
There you go.
Pull up a seat and let's eat. So
When
I
you
feel-
give up on your dream, somebody else's dream does not get fulfilled.
Amen.
And I know that's heavy, right, for a Wednesday night at 7 p.m. But listen, if I don't tell you, who else will? You've got to continue to push through. If you have the passion in your heart, you've been given the assignment, keep going until it's fulfilled. You're the only one, and God probably, are the only ones that know what it is. But if you know what it is, get to the 40th formula. That's the one that wins. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm Michelle Taylor Willis with the According to Michelle Show, and you can see me every Wednesday right here on the VTV network, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Just go to Roku and Amazon Fire and download the network so you can watch the show. We got great people like the Kiana Dancie, Jasmine Guy, Terrell, amazing people. But most of all, you get me. All right, listen, guys, I gotta go. Until next time. All right, so let me see this.